and welcome to Carmel's Kitchen. Today we're going to make some quiche. So here on my counter I've got my pastry. So I've made my short crust pastry with 180 grams of plain white flour which I sieved into my bowl, and then into that I added 90 grams of black margarine and rubbed it in, made my pastry, put it into my fridge and let it rest for 30 minutes. So when I rolled my pastry out, I just lightly floured my bowl, and roll your pastry in even strokes. Don't turn the rolling pin, turn the pastry in the direction that you want it, and don't flip your pastry over. So just roll your pastry. So we want this is our flantin dish that I have lightly greased. So I need my pastry to be slightly bigger than that before I can fit it in. And to do that, if I put down my rolling pin, take my pastry, roll it over it, put my flantin in front, take my pastry and just flip it in. And then I can sit it down into my tin or into my dish. So for this dish, we have just that much pastry left over. If you have a smaller, if you're going to make it in a smaller, deeper dish, you might have even a little bit more. So I just roll it off there with the rolling pin, and off it'll come. And we can put that away for later. So there's my pastry, and there's no need to bake this blind. So into my quiche today I'm going to put some bacon that I have cooked ever so slightly and chopped into nice little small pieces. I'm going to put in some mushrooms, and if you want to make it vegetarian, just leave out the bacon and don't add in any bacon, and have some mushrooms and some peppers and even some courgettes. Not so much full tomatoes, because the tomatoes will make the eggs and the milk curdle. Okay, so in there, and I'm going to just add a couple of little peppers. And I have my cheese, so I've got 90 grams of cheese. So I'm just going to put a little bit in here to start. Okay, in my bowl I've got 3 fresh eggs, and I'm going to whisk those up. I'm going to add into that 300 milliliters of milk if you like, or you could make that up with maybe 100 milliliters of cream and 200 milliliters of milk. Okay, just whisk the eggs. There's my milk. Whisk that in there. We won't leave any of that behind. Okay, now so there's salt in my cheese, there's salt in my bacon, so I'm just going to add some black pepper, some cracked black pepper in there into my liquid, and the remaining cheese I'm going to put about half of it in there. Twist that around. My oven is turned on to 200, and just pour that over. All the good stuff. Okay, and I just have a little piece of red pepper that I just cut with nice and fancy, just for a nice little fancy piece on the top, and sprinkle the remaining cheese onto the top. So that goes into the oven, 200 degrees, gas mark 6, and you bake it for 45 minutes. When it comes out, it'll have a little wobble on the top, but leave it settle and it will be just grand. And of course, I've got all good kitchens. I've got one to show you I've made already. So there you go, quiche, or as they used to call it back in the day, quiche Lorraine. Okay, enjoy. The ingredients for this recipe will be underneath. There's a little arrow on the side, and if you just scroll down, you'll be able to get it. So good luck, enjoy, and happy making your quiche. Cheerio, see you next time.